This video is about getting emotion across in a song. Now, it's true to say that people listen mainly to how we say things rather than the words that we actually use. Now, what I mean by that is, take for example, "Don't do that." If I say it in that kind of high-pitched, light way, "Don't do that," it sounds quite innocent, quite light. If I say "don't do that," and change the way that I'm saying those words, it has a more sort of serious and kind of angry side to it. So we do this every day. We change the way that we use our voice to fit a situation. We need to transfer that across to what we're doing with a song. So let's look at how we change our emotions in a conversation. If we are sad or depressed, we tend to make our voice seem a little bit lower and a bit more kind of boomy and bassy. So our voice, if we're depressed, is kind of down there, a bit fed up, and kind of a little bit slower in its delivery. If we're excited, it tends to go up a bit, and we're up there with the sound. Now, we can apply those changes right the way across our vocal range as well, so every pitch can change. So even if I'm singing a high note, I can still give it that bit more boom of sadness by placing it in a different way. So let me show you how to do that. So if we're making a sad sound, our throat is very much open. We're a little bit yawny in our sound, and we've got more kind of resonance to the tone. So that's easy to do if it's a low sound, because we're almost kind of there naturally anyway. But if it's a higher sound, let's take for example, do, there. If we want to make that boomy, do, you heard the tone change as I held it there. So I'm hitting a high note but opening up my throat to make it a bit more boomy. Likewise, if we're doing a low sound, then we want to kind of maybe give that some impact as well. So if we're doing a low sound that we want to make happy, then perhaps we'd look more at the timing for that. So by that I mean we can make it more punchy. So when we're excited, we tend to kind of make our voice really break up and go very, very staccato or short and detached. So if we're low and we're doing that as well, we can sound more kind of it can sound a little bit lighter. It's once we slow it down that we start to sound depressed. So if we take that conversational element into our songs, we can look at the subject of our song and fit our placement while singing around the subject of the song. So go through your song and mark out where you would be placing your voice if it was in a conversation. Initially, forget about the pitching. And just speak through the lyrics in a way that you would if you were having a very real conversation. And then put the pitch back and see whether you can alter your placement and your spacing to make it still have that real emotional kind of context to it.